Welcome back, my friend. I'm so proud you're here for day 2. You know what? Most people watch one video and never come back. They start with excitement, but by day 2, they're gone. They give up, they move on to something else. But not you. You're here. You're building something. You're building a habit. And that makes you different. What we're going to talk about today is not ordinary. It's not just another English lesson. Today, we're going to talk about something that destroys more dreams than anything else. It's called the comparison trap. And once you understand this, once you really see it clearly, everything about your learning journey will change. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let me tell you a story. A true story. About a student named Maria. Maria started learning English 3 years ago. She was excited, motivated, she watched videos, she studied every day, she made progress. But then something happened. Something that happens to almost everyone. Maria joined an online English group. Hundreds of students from around the world. And every day, people would post videos of themselves speaking English. Some spoke beautifully, fluently, with perfect accents. At first, Maria thought, "This is inspiring. I want to speak like them." But slowly, day by day, something changed inside her mind. She started to compare. Every time someone posted a video speaking perfectly, Maria would think, "Why can't I speak like that? I've been studying for months. That person sounds like a native speaker. What's wrong with me?" She would watch other students and feel small, feel inadequate, feel like she wasn't good enough. One student had been learning for only 6 months, but spoke confidently. Maria had been learning for a year and still felt nervous. She thought, maybe I'm not talented. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe English just isn't for me. This comparison became like poison in her mind. Every day, it grew stronger. She would measure her progress against everyone else. She would judge herself constantly. And here's what happened. Maria stopped posting videos. She stopped speaking. She stopped trying. Why? Because she was afraid of being judged, afraid of not being as good as others. The joy of learning disappeared. It became a competition, a race, and Maria felt like she was losing. After 2 years of this, Maria almost quit completely. She thought about giving up English forever. But then something changed, something remarkable. Maria met an old teacher named Mr. Roberts, a wise man who had taught English for 40 years. She told him everything, about the comparison, about feeling inadequate, about wanting to quit. Mr. Roberts listened carefully. Then he smiled and said something that changed Maria's life forever. He said, "Maria, let me tell you a secret. You are not competing with anyone. You are not in a race. Every person's journey is unique, completely unique. And when you compare your chapter 3 with someone else's chapter 20, you will always feel like you're failing." He continued, "That student who speaks perfectly, maybe they grew up in a bilingual home. Maybe they lived in an English-speaking country. Maybe they've been learning for 10 years, not 6 months. You don't know their story. You only see the result. When you compare yourself to others, you're comparing your behind the scenes with their highlight reel. You see their best moments, but you feel your worst struggles. That's not fair to yourself."
Then Mr. Roberts asked a powerful question. "Maria, are you better today than you were 6 months ago?" Maria thought about it. Yes, she could understand more. She could speak more. She had learned hundreds of new words. Mr. Roberts smiled. Then you're winning. You're succeeding. Progress is not about being better than someone else. Progress is about being better than who you were yesterday. That conversation transformed everything for Maria. She realized something profound. Comparison is the thief of joy. She stopped looking at other people's progress. She stopped judging herself against others. Instead, she started to celebrate her own growth, her own small victories, her own unique journey. She started asking herself different questions. Not, am I as good as them, but am I better than I was last week? And something beautiful happened. The joy came back. The pressure disappeared. Learning became fun again. 6 months later, Maria was speaking confidently. Not perfectly, not like a native speaker, but authentically, genuinely, in her own voice. And you know what? People loved it, because authenticity is more beautiful than perfection. Now, let me ask you something. Are you comparing yourself to others? Are you watching people on YouTube or Instagram who speak perfectly and feeling discouraged? Are you thinking, I'll never sound like that. I'll never be that good. What's the point? If yes, I want you to hear this clearly. Stop. Stop right now. Your journey is yours, nobody else's. That person speaking perfectly has a different story, different circumstances, different timeline, different advantages, different challenges. You don't need to be like them. You need to be like you, but a better version, a growing version. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. That's it. That's the only comparison that matters. Ask yourself, did I learn one new word today? Did I practice for 5 minutes? Did I try to speak even though I was scared? If yes, you're winning, you're growing, you're succeeding. Remember, someone will always be better than you. Always. Even native speakers compare themselves to other native speakers. Even professional teachers feel inadequate sometimes. Comparison is endless. It never stops. It's a trap that steals your happiness and your progress. But when you focus on your own growth, when you celebrate your own small steps, everything changes. You become free. Free to learn. Free to make mistakes. Free to be yourself. Here's the truth. There are millions of people learning English right now. Some are faster. Some are slower. Some have more time. Some have better resources. Some have natural talent. Some struggle every day. But none of that matters, because your goal is not to beat them. Your goal is to communicate, to express yourself, to connect with people, to open doors in your life. And you can do that at your own pace, in your own way, with your own voice. So today, make a promise to yourself. I will stop comparing. I will focus on my own progress. I will celebrate my own growth. I will be patient with myself. I will trust my own journey. Because your journey is beautiful, even with mistakes, even with struggles, even when it's slow. You're here. Day 2. That's already something to be proud of. This is your path. Walk it with confidence. Walk it with joy. Walk it without looking at other people's maps. You're exactly where you need to be. Now, did you notice something? In that story, I used 7 advanced English words naturally. These words will help you express yourself with more depth, more clarity, more power. Don't worry about memorizing everything right now. Just listen with me. Understand with me. Let the words sink in naturally. We're going to learn them together, slowly, clearly, with examples. Ready? Here we go. Vocabulary breakdown. 1. Compare. Word number 1, compare. Listen to the pronunciation. Come-pair. Again, compare. One more time. Compare. Compare means to look at two or more things and see how they are similar or different. To measure one thing against another. In our story, I said Maria started to compare herself to others. A similar word is measure against or match up with. The opposite would be accept as unique or see separately. Here's a new example. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Compare. A dangerous word when used wrong. 2, inadequate. Word number 2, inadequate. Again, inadequate. Once more, inadequate. Inadequate means not good enough, feeling like you're lacking something, feeling insufficient. In our story, Maria felt inadequate when she watched others. Similar words, not good enough, insufficient, lacking. Opposite, adequate, sufficient, good enough, confident. New example. Sometimes I feel inadequate as a speaker, but I remember that everyone starts somewhere. Inadequate. A feeling we all know. 3, judge. Word number 3, judge. Pronunciation, judge. Again, judge. One more, judge. Judge means to form an opinion about someone or something, often negative, to criticize or evaluate. From the story, she would judge herself constantly. Similar, criticize, evaluate, assess. Opposite, accept, support, encourage. Example, don't judge yourself so harshly. Be kind to yourself. Judge. Remarkable. Word number 4, remarkable. Listen carefully. Remarkable. Again, remarkable. Once more, remarkable. Remarkable means very special, unusual, or impressive. Something worth noticing or remembering. In our story, something remarkable happened to Maria. Similar words, amazing, impressive, extraordinary, special. Opposite, ordinary, common, unremarkable, normal. Example, your progress, even when small, is remarkable because you're trying. Remarkable, a beautiful word. 5, unique. Word number 5, unique. Pronunciation, unique. Listen again, unique. One more time, unique. Unique means one of a kind, special and different from everything else. Nothing else is exactly like it. From our story, every person's journey is unique. Similar, one of a kind, special, individual, distinct. Opposite, common, ordinary, same as others, typical. Example, your voice, your accent, your story, they are all unique and valuable. Unique. Remember this about yourself. 6, profound. Word number 6, an advanced word, profound. Listen, profound. Again, profound. Once more, profound. Profound means very deep, very meaningful, very important, something that affects you deeply and makes you think. In our story, Maria realized something profound. Similar words, deep, meaningful, significant, important. Opposite, shallow, superficial, meaningless, trivial. Example, that simple truth had a profound impact on how I see learning. Profound. We learned this word yesterday too. It's powerful. And our final word, number 7, another advanced word, Authenticity. Pronunciation. Authenticity. Again, authenticity. One last time. Authenticity. Authenticity means being real, genuine, and true to yourself. Not pretending, not copying others, just being honestly you. From the story, authenticity is more beautiful than perfection. Similar, genuineness, being real, honesty, truthfulness. Opposite, fakeness, pretending, imitation, being false. Example, when you speak with authenticity, people connect with you more than if you speak perfectly. Authenticity. Your superpower. Excellent! You just learned 7 powerful words. 7 words that will help you express deep feelings and ideas. Don't worry if you don't remember all of them right now. That's completely okay. That's normal. Your brain is absorbing. Learning takes time. You heard them in a story, you learned their meanings, and slowly, naturally, they will become part of how you speak. Tomorrow, we continue. Day 3 is waiting for you. A new story, new words, new growth. Remember today's lesson. Stop comparing. Your journey is unique. Focus on being better than yesterday, not better than someone else. I'm so proud of you for showing up today, for being here, for choosing growth. See you tomorrow, my friend. Keep walking your own path. Goodbye.